Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain one important lesson in class 9th, that is human rights and fundamental rights. Today our topic is human rights and fundamental rights. What are rights? Rights are reasonable claims of persons. Rights are reasonable claims of persons. So these claims are protected by law. Means all of us in the world like to live happily without any discriminations, any inferior feelings, any similarities. All the people they have to live happily and joyfully, and everyone without any disturbance they have to live together. So these rights are in our country given by Indian Constitution. We the people of Indians, we prepared one constitution, that constitution giving rights to all the Indians. So total in the world, all the human beings, if they want to live happily, compulsory they need rights. So the human rights are very important. Human rights, it protects the respect in the society. Human rights, it gives the equality in the society. These rights are make all the people, all the human beings happily without any disturbances. That is why rights are very important. So these rights are equal rights. Nowadays in the world, total the world or democratic governments. In the democratic government, mainly people they want their rights. Okay, so here total worldwide one peace organization was organized, that is UN, United Nations Organization. So in the UN, in the year of 1948, so in that Human Declaration Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR formed. So this UDHR mainly to protect the humans in the world. This UDHR is one of the important organ in the UN, United Nations, to look after the rights of the people in the world. But here in the Indian Constitution, coming to the point, in Indian Constitution, we clearly mentioned that 6 fundamental rights. We have 6 fundamental rights. In Indian Constitution, we have 6 fundamental rights. These rights give people, these rights give people a protection from the government to live happily, to live equality, to live without any violation in the society. So these 6 fundamental rights are given to all the Indian citizens by Indian Constitution. So if any time if these rights are violated, automatically the court will involve and court will protect our rights. So what are the rights? What are the fundamental rights which are there in Indian Constitution? So I will tell you, we are getting from the Indian Constitution total 6 fundamental rights we have. What are the 6 fundamental rights? One is right to equality. First one is right to equality. And next, second one is right to freedom. Second one is right to freedom. And third one is right to life. Right to life. And next one, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. Next one, right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom of religion. Right to education and culture. Right to education and culture. Next, right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies. So these are the 6 fundamental rights Indian Constitution giving to all the citizens of our country. So let me explain one by one. The first one is that first fundamental right is right to equality. So Indian Constitution guarantees the right to equality. So right to equality include many things. What are the right to equality? In the right to equality, it includes many other points. For example, equal protection of law. Equal protection of law means everyone should be protected without any differences, without any discrimination, rich and poor, and no differences. Any religion, black and white, rich and poor, male or female, regardless caste, gender, color, and all the people of the country will be protected, equal protection of the law. So that is equal protection of law. It also comes under the right to equality. Here all the people will get same law. There is no differences, rich and poor, male and female, even government officer and a small ordinary man. Everyone will be same. Even prime minister also. Everyone will be the same laws. That is the right to equality. And next one, next one, social equality. Social equality also comes under the right to equality. In the society, everyone has to treat equal. And the state shall not discriminate. Countries shall never discriminate any citizen. And based on the religion, race, caste, male and female, place of birth, and any other basis. The governments never criticize any religion people, because social equality is given by that Indian Constitution. This social equality also comes under the right to equality. In the society, everyone has to live happily, because any public places, if you take the public place, public parks and wells, tanks, roads, any public maintained by the government, that all citizens, all caste, all color people, rich and poor, everyone is the same. Everyone can use that public property. So, this Indian Constitution is giving that social equality. This social equality also under the right to equality. In the society, for example, in India, there is a lot of differences between male and female. Okay, society is treating one type of respect to the men and one type of respect to the women. So our constitution is saying that all are equal, should not show any discrimination. There are no caste feelings, all are Indians. No differences in the religious, because government never give the importance to any one religion. All religions are equal. So social equality. But some categories people like SC, ST, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, some categories people, they are economically, educationally, politically backward. For that, government giving some reservations for bringing equality like others. That is a reservation only. So mainly that reservation giving to these people are politically, from the ancient to these people are discriminated people. So for bringing equality like other categories people, government given special reservations to that people, like SC, ST, OBC reservations. So social equality also in the right to equality. And next one, equal opportunities. Yes, we will get equal opportunities. You are a man or woman, you are a rich or poor. Everyone will get equal opportunities. There is no differences. Government never show the difference between race, color, caste, religion, place of birth, resident. Everyone is eligible to do any government work. Suppose if you want to get any job in the government sector, all are eligible. There is no differences, no discrimination. If you want to contest in the elections, everyone has the right to contest in the elections. So equal opportunities also under the right to equality. And next one now, abolition also. This is untouchability is abolished. Untouchability was there in Indian society from the ancient period. In the society there was untouchability, means some categories, sections of people, these people were totally treated like untouchables. So Indian government giving protection to that people, and untouchability system was completely prohibited. So this is also one of the main important thing in the right to equality. So these all these things comes under the right to equal social equality, equal opportunities, so equal protection, and removing of untouchability. These are all comes under the equal right to equality. Next to right to freedom. Yes. So right to freedom is the second fundamental rights. Indian Constitution giving that guarantee for the individual people to rights freedom, because what they want they can do anything. Freedom means like freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to assemble peacefully without any arms, freedom to form associations and freedom to form unions, freedom to move freely one place to other place and from one place to other place in India, freedom to reside, anyone settle, you can settle any place in India, you can settle, and freedom to practice any profession as you like business and occupation, trade, whatever. So the individual have complete freedom. So Indian Constitution is giving that second fundamental right is right to freedom. In the right to freedom, people can participate in the public activities, like people can express their feelings what they want, people they can conduct the meeting, people they have the right to do the movements, like they can play what they want and they can write what they want, and they have the right to do any activities in the public ordinary sector. So here people have complete rights to speech what they want to say to the government. People have the right to conduct the meetings also, because as per this right people they can conduct public meetings. That meeting should conduct peacefully without any disturbance. So you have the right to freedom and right to assemble meetings, and you have the right to associate. Some unions also you have the right. Many unions are there right now. Students unions, teachers unions, doctors unions, lawyers unions, and workers unions in the factories. So because our constitution has given right to freedom to form the unions also to protect their rights. Okay, so that is a right to form the unions and association, and you can try to move freely any place in this country, anywhere in India, any place you can move without any restrictions, you can move freely. That you have the right. Our constitution has given right to move freely. And next one, you can settle any place in our country, you have the right. Okay, there is no restrictions by the state, and in fact any place people can settle, even SC, ST, tribal people, wherever the people has the right to settle any place in our country. That freedom you have. Next, people they can choose any profession, people they can select any occupation, any business you can do, because you have the freedom to practice any profession. So this is the right to freedom. Yes, and next the remaining rights I will explain in the next class.